Woo. What's up, everybody? Uh, this is going to be a candid conversation. I'm just loving everybody. How y'all doing tonight? We're going to have what's called a Q&A with a little bit of talking about a little sexual market value. See, people don't want to really touch on this subject as in depth as I'm going to do it, but we're going to have a nice little conversation. Not too much pizzazz. Definitely going to have the cigars. Smoke them if you got them, baby. Woo! If you are in the confines and you have a nice spirits or high class liquor, please pour it up. Please, either half glasses or a third of a glass. We don't drink the whole thing. We style and profile only. Remember, get your cigars, get your liquor, and come chill with your nigga. Oh yes, please like, share, and subscribe while you're coming in. Woo! Say hello to the Faulkner man, because guess what? We're gonna have this candid conversation where I'm going to speak directly to you about my thoughts. Give me 1 minute and I'll be right back, folks. And I am back. What's up, lovely people? I know I started a few minutes early, but hey, we have to ask this question. Is this value real? Is this value that we put in the sexual marketplace real? So who do we got watching so far? And I'm going to answer it. Pretty much, you're damn right it's real. Because we live in this PC culture, for some odd reason, we don't want to admit that things are real. We don't want to really admit that how you look and how you are determines your market value. Number one, how you come to the prom will actually tell you if you get a date or not. So let's stop being coy and joking with ourselves that we're not competitive men and women. So, like, share, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Share with your friends who need to hear this, because today we're going to go in. We're going to be very candid, and I'm going to be very honest. Had a conversation with a couple of friends of mine today. Posted up a picture And they said, rank this girl. And I said, she's a 5. She's average. My homeboy gave her a 7. Well, look at that ass. See, number one body part does not put you up 2 spaces. Sorry. Sorry. If you have some type of blemishes on your skin all over your damn body, that's going to take away from your market value. If you are out of shape, it's going to take away from your market value, both men and women. So why do we act like this sexual marketplace value is not real, like it's some fictitious bullshit that somebody created from the back of their ass, from the far reaches of fucking eternity or some shit? I guess it's because people just do not like to live in reality. But then once again, we have to go back to culture. And black people have a culture of not being competitive, especially on the women's side. But I'll get to the men as well too. Don't worry. See, and it's not just, I can't even say it's just black women, because we're in this body appreciation, this anti-body shaming culture right now. Forget the fact that you're like 5'4" and 200 pounds, and you got the thirstiest motherfucker since Egyptians crossed the goddamn Sahara. We don't actually put ourselves in a predicament where we can be in better health, a positive attitude, but because she has a fat ass and the face of a black knight, she still could get some sex. Cool, but don't misconstrue to think that everybody you come across is going to be husband and wife material. No, 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 no. We are legitimately fooling ourselves by not improving ourselves. See, what happens with all this is that we became a culture of lazy, entitled ingrates. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to work harder to get more money. You think people don't like you because, oh, I'm a dark skinned woman. You think people don't like you because you're a black man. And some cases where discriminatory practices are made when it comes to true and readily available racism. But how much of that deals with you? If you come to work and you're just a fucking curmudgeon, is it because you're a surly individual, or is it because of the color of your skin? But I digress. Are you upset because the guys you want never picked you, and because of your sexual dating market value, the guys you qualify for, your reality should outweigh your beliefs? You snub them, but yet you still think that you're discriminated. Hmm. Isn't it insulting to people who actually have a positive attitude, take care of their bodies, take care of their mental health, just overall nice people who are capable of getting the best of mates? Isn't that insulting towards them? But yet, some people don't know how to be a good Scottie Pippen. Was it his role to be the number one? No, it was good to be the number two man because you benefited. But there's too many people out there in the world. What's up, Ja Rules? Woo. With the Haley Selassie, the King of Kings. But let's be honest, and let's get these goddamn likes up and the viewership up, because I'm gonna go in real deep and in depth. The always lovely China White. Woo, what's up, love? See, I let me tell you a little bit about my life. Even though my parents are divorced, neither one of them allowed my brother or myself to live in delusion. You always had to be honest with your abilities. They always said you can work on your abilities. They said you can increase your attributes, but never ever be disingenuous of what your current status is. We appreciate you too, love. Never be disingenuous to that. You wonder why a quarter, anywhere from 23 to 26% of black women will ever be married? It's not because of your skin color either. They would be totally disingenuous to let you get away with that bullshit. When men around the country can say the same thing about your attitude, take the fucking hint. Gotta clip this little cigar, folks, because I'm gonna give this little speech and my thought about this shit. Because I was a little taken back from the conversation with my friends. Don't get me wrong, love them to death. Those are my boys, my brothers. Don't worry, folks. We're gonna do liquor and cognac and cigar tasting very soon on this channel. So all you people who are trying to get into cigars and fine liquors, I got you. Coming real soon. But we're gonna speak on this topic right now. We're also gonna showcase a little bit of the cigar holders. Trust me, when I get my man's email and information, you can order them straight from him. Hold your cigars at the table without rolling. But we're gonna get deep into this issue, right? Too many people are getting upset about sexual market and the dating value. See, we got into this participation trophy culture where everybody deserves a 10. No, we don't. In the words of Kevin Samuels, there's nothing wrong with being average. There's nothing wrong. If anything, being average actually helps you in the sexual dating market. Oh my God, Officer Faulkner, what do you mean by that? Are you ready for the truth? Are you ready for the fucking truth? Because there's more people in the average of 4, 5s, and 6s than anywhere else on the chart. So, if you're a 4, 5, 6 man or woman, the odds are more in your favor. But because we're allowed to be delusional, because we're allowed to say that everybody deserves to be the top of the podium, we viciously lie and deceive people into being something that they truly are not. My boy said, he says, "Oh, you gave her a 5. What do women say to you?" Some women give me a 7, some women give me an 8. If women give me a 6 or 5, okay. It is. Most women said 7 or 8. Does that mean that's every woman on the planet? No. I guess I look nice to some females out there. Shit. But here's the point. Well, Charles, you're not what you used to be in high school. Yes, I still carry about, what, 14% body fat back in high school, and back when I was competitively wrestling and doing MMA, my body fat percentage was 5 to fucking 3%. I had to constantly stay at a certain weight. So yeah, I'm not doing the competitive shit anymore. But even almost at 40, I look fucking good. For those of you who see me on Facebook and are friends with me on Facebook and would like to be, message me on Facebook Messenger. Yeah, I look great. And trust me, I can get better if I actually went back to my competitive diet and all that shit, and I could be as lean as a motherfucker. But that takes away from your physical strength, and my line of work, you need all the strength you can get. But we're gonna be realistic. Well, what about you being cutting your hair and being bald? I never seen a bald, dark-skinned man with good muscle tone can't get a woman. And he said, well, why do you think you the shit? And you do. I said, dude, I don't have to think I'm the shit. I can know that I'm the shit, but guess what? For me to know that I'm the shit, either I'm delusional or it's been proven. Dating market value, how men judge men, is going to be different how a woman judges you. So it doesn't matter what you say. See, a lot of people are mad because we actually have to speak the truth. If you ask me a question about the truth, I'm going to give you the truth. Am I going to work for NASA being a fucking rocket scientist studying quantum physics? Hell no. I'm okay with that. See, that's called acceptance. That's called knowing your current reality, knowing your state of being, like a motherfucking verb. Too many people out there don't understand what that means. Know where you are and plan accordingly. If you are 5'3" and 230 pounds and you're wondering why you're single, chances are is that 230 pounds and the fact that you're 5'3" does not make a good mixture. Regardless of all this body positivity, not one of them motherfuckers who says you're beautiful the way you are is going to be lifting your ass when you're in your fucking casket. Okay? We're getting real. Yes, we're getting damn real. You never had black women die of heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure to the point that you're dying of shit that men usually die of. You're being taken out for stuff that men usually had. It's kind of funny how body positivity only works on one side of the table or the equation. Okay? I'm not supposed to shame Lizzo, but an overweight guy, he can't get the top tier girl, can he? Unless he's a millionaire. Damn right it's real. What's up, Dexter Labs? Make sure you hit the like, message me on Facebook Messenger, Cash App if you're so inclined. Woo. See, one thing about reality is that, give you a good example. When I was competitively wrestling, in order for me to get to the championship round, I have to defeat 3 people in a row. That was the reality set before me. Shout out to Iori. Woo. See, before I can claim my stake of even getting to the championship finals, I have to go through 3 people. I have to start a campaign, go uphill, and everybody knows it's a motherfucker trying to ice skate uphill, as Blade so eloquently put it, and defeat each and every one of those 3 men before I even go to the championship finals. And still somehow have the strength, stamina, and the fortitude to even defeat the last in that final. Simply deep. Woo. George Frazier. Woo. See, what happens is that was my reality. Those were the goals that had to be set. I had to be what was called a competitor. Oh, somebody put that in the chat. Bold. A competitor. I had to fight for the position I wanted. I had to compete. If I thought I was the best in that damn tournament, I had to show it. And a damn sure I had to prove it. Not only did I win that tournament, but I was called the most outstanding of that tournament. Meaning, pound for pound, I was the best out of any fucking weight class. Meaning, skill for skill, if I was competing not at my weight at 170, it could have been heavyweight, 120, 105, 160, 185. If I weighed the same amount, pound for pound, skill for skill, I was better. But when it comes to sexual dating market value, we're supposed to accept you as you are. And my fluent Baltimoreanese, get the fuck out of here. So we're going to allow grown men and grown women to be delusional, get their hearts broken, wasting time, effort, and money. Woo! What's up? But yet, I'm not supposed to view myself as a mid to high level man. But lower level people should just get the same damn thing that the higher stocks got without even competing. So this is the shit that we really go through now, right? So we can't even see the reality set before us, and you wonder why every time you go to a goddamn black neighborhood, it looks like a goddamn war zone. I went to fucking Iraq and it looked like goddamn Collington. Woo! How's the night treating you, Chameleon? So you telling me straight up, a guy who trained people in combat sports and physical fitness, and you want to tell me why people aren't getting the best possible mates? People aren't getting the best possible results. A lot of people don't know If you drop 20 or 30 pounds, you damn near be all fucking blood pressure medicine. People don't want to say shit about that, right? You're quick to go to a goddamn doctor who's siphoning your money. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Here's a little known fact. There's no money in a cure, only treatments. But yet, you still want to wallow in your obsolescence. You still want somebody to pity you. You still want to shame people into believing I deserve the best too. What have you done? What have you done? FYI, the average man is below average in the eyes of a woman. See, I'm glad you said that, Ja, because I'm going to get into that too. The average woman doesn't, and I'm not talking just black women, I'm talking all women. The average woman does not understand her plight in this situation. I can show you women in their 40s who look better than some of these women in their 20s. And the reason why, because they take care of their bodies. They eat right and work out religiously. But yet, why isn't that being taught in the culture to our women and men? Because a lot of people would lose in the sexual dating market Royal Rumble, of course. Oh, you hanging in there. I feel you. Keep hanging, man. Be strong. George Fraser says, I tell females in my family that, CJ, there's no money in the cure. You goddamn right. Now, I'm not saying a woman got to be looking like she's an Instagram model or about to pose in King Magazine, if King Magazine still exists. I'm not saying men got to look like they're about to compete at Mr. Olympia, but take care of yourself. But that's called reality. We as black men, according to black women, are the lowest of the low. Now, actually, we're too good for a lot of them, actually, if you think about it. Here's the reason why black women typically aren't attracted to other race of men. Very few of them are. Then, on top of that, a lot of them would not be able to get other races of men off a reputation alone. See, they say we're the lowest of the low because that's called projecting from a lot of them. A lot of them do not like their spot in life and they think that we see the world the same way they do, and men and women do not see the world the same way we do. That means we don't get judged on beauty as much as women, not even close. Okay? Why do you think men don't wear makeup? The only thing we change is our hairstyles and our beards. Dexter Lab, women only give themselves to men whom they are at their physically best. Okay. Okay, let's talk biology, science, anatomy, whatever you want to fucking call it. Let's talk truth. A woman's physical prime is between 15 to 30. That's usually the best she'll look, the most fertile she'll be, the most athletic, all in there. Okay? That's usually her best. So we're not dating 15-year-olds, so we'll go to 18 to 30. Do you have exceptional women at 35? Yes, but that's the minority, the super minority. Do you have women who still look good at 40? Yes. But many of the women who look good at 40 look good for 40. Okay? Let's take Jada, even though I'm tired of speaking about that shit. Jada was a bad motherfucker in a different world compared to she does now, right? She wouldn't even be, nah, if you saw Jada Pinkett, who she is from Baltimore, if she walked as a young lady in her teens and 20s, you would stop traffic for her ass. Now, not so much. So, when it comes to men, the fastest will be is between 18 to 22, maybe 23. The strongest will ever be at our peak could be 30. And if you regularly work out or compete, it could be in your late 40s, actually. So we have different primes. Our economic prime starts at 35 to damn near 65, which is retirement age. John Rule said, average woman want Dwayne Johnson's of the world delusional, which is very delusional. Speak on it. You damn right I'm going to speak on it. Any BJJ experience? Yes, 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 yes. I love combat sports, sambo, wrestling, boxing, MMA, BJJ, even traditional Japanese jiu-jitsu and karate. But I'm going to speak on it. A man, see, you got to understand something. When I'm going to speak on some real shit, and I'm going to go in depth with some real shit. Once again, hit the motherfucking likes, say what's up in the chat room, hit that goddamn cash app. Hell, $1 a day keeps the fucking bills away. And we're going to get into this shit, right? See, women are rock stars from that 15 to 30 marker. They can run roughshod for 15 years on average. And that's just a 6 to 7 woman can run roughshod. Can go through that motherfucker like the juggernaut and just deny men like denied. I like your hustle, but you're cut. Nope, you're cut. Nope, 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 you're cut. That's how men we accept that. We know this. Nothing wrong with it. But when men hit about 32, we start getting a little bit of age to us, put on some muscle, grow a full beard, start making some money, know how to dress well in a suit, know how to dress casually. We're no longer trying to live our lives vicariously as a teenager. We're comfortable at our age. We have a little scars. We're a little seasoned. At 30, you got the pick of the litter from fucking 20 all the way up to fucking 60 or 50. And it's pretty much going to be that way till we're like 60. And by the way, when we're 60, we're probably looking at women in their 30s and 40s, especially if you take care of yourself. And that's what a lot of women don't like. Why do I got to compete with the 20-year? See, that's your problem. You don't want to look at reality. You wanted to go to college, which is cool. You wanted to go get your education, which is cool. But wasn't that the best place you were going to find a man on your level, logically speaking? Let's take Morgan, for instance. Morgan State University, one of the best engineering schools in the country. Let's say this chick's going for social work or psychology. It's going to take you at least a fucking master's or a PhD to really make some money. Not my words. That's what a PhD in psychology told me, face to face. And I quote him: "So much knowledge, so much information, not enough knowledge." His quote, not mine. But you get that guy with an engineer major, You know damn near in about 3 years, or damn near, depending on what type of engineering he's into, he's going to be making that dough. And two, when it's going to take you at least 3 more years to really get your fucking next degree. 2 to 3. But yet, you're not taught that you need to be looking for that guy before he becomes what he is, because it's going to be much easier to get him, especially when the dating market value is in your favor. Oh, we going in tonight. We going in tonight. See, there's a saying that my mother and father used to say. You had me when I was cheap. Now you're going to have to pay. See, when that young man was toiling away in college, you didn't put any faith in him. You didn't inspire him. You didn't. You overlooked him, as a matter of fact, because you were chasing the already made men. Puff that cigar real quick. You were chasing the made men. And to the made men, you were just a side piece. Oh wow, did I say that? Oh shit, let me look behind me. Oh shit. Oh man, did he just talk about your college years when you were ran through? Oh man, who said that shit? And you wonder why you couldn't get that made man, because to him you were a plaything. But the guy who was your equal in college, when he had to go study, and you could have put that potential in him, that inspiration in him, you blew it. It's no difference than a guy who sits on his couch all day with a stomach so damn far that it looks like he's about to have a litter, and he wants somebody looking like Bria Miles or Megan Good. No, bro, you don't qualify. I'm sorry. Sorry. The only difference between men and women, we know what we qualify for. We don't become delusional because of it. Ja Rule says, our women don't understand it's their job to make themselves appealing to us, which is very true. Shout out to the ladies who do so, because they get it. They understand game. Oh, hypergamy's a motherfucker, isn't it? Even China White has to laugh because she knows it's true. See, the best time for you to get that husband, to get that man, is when before he becomes the man. Woo! Before he gets that big job. You never heard of the old saying? Be nice to the people who were there with you in the beginning, because those are usually the people who will be there with you at the end. See, now I gotta go to black women a little bit. You know why you're losing compared to other races of women? And I'm here to coach you. It's because they're taught to see the potential in a man. You're taught to only see the kinetic energy of what he's already producing. Oh. Can I get a woo in the chat for that one? Mm. Damn, damn. And what you ladies are doing is the equivalent of hustling back. See, see, what you're doing is that you wonder why your man feels so detached from you, because you never gave him anything to be attached with. Do you know how special it is when he's studying and you right there beside them, cook them a meal. A bowl of fucking ramen noodles means so much to a goddamn college student studying for a test. You ran out and got him some fucking rotisserie chicken or cook that he will never forget you. I've said it once and I'll say it again. You can be two things to a man. You can make him feel like Superman and he'll move the earth, the heavens and the earth by hand to please you, or you could be his goddamn kryptonite. But your mama ain't tell you to find a good man in college, did she? She told you the complete opposite. She told you, one, the sexual dating market value does not exist, which is a lie. And two, get your education so you don't have to depend on any man. And you wonder why less than a quarter of you will ever be married in your lifetime. Is, is your boy preaching or what? Is your boy preaching or what? Too many women out there working at the goddamn Daily Planet, sitting all day in Clark Kent's face, denying him and can't see him for the Superman he is. Oh, trust me, the Superman series is coming back real soon. And I'm going to tell you what's the equivalent of the modern woman. Lois Lane fawned over Superman for 80 goddamn years. And how long and how stupid was she that she couldn't look beyond what she really didn't want to see? She couldn't look beyond the glasses. She couldn't look beyond the nerdy exterior to see the Superman from within. She couldn't see that, could she? Because she had that belief that the sexual dating marketplace value doesn't work on me. She had that belief that this shit does not count. But I gotta look at the Bible of masculinity, and we gotta go to Tedius's DiBiase's chapter 1. Everybody's got a price. Some may cost a little, some may cost a lot, but we all pay at the end of the day. See, too many people look at this sexual dating market value place, and then this motherfucker's filled with inflation. Some blown up prices. You're trying to sell me a 79 Nova for what you would get for a 2021 Cadillac. In the words of Hall & Oates, oh no, I can't go for that. No, no, no can do. But yet, my homeboy was like, well, going back to the earlier conversation, well, I know her personality. Well, if you're telling me on looks alone and you know her personality, that's different than what you say on her physicality. Because number one, let's not lie to each other because guess what? Looks do matter. If that wasn't true, millionaires and billionaires sure as hell wouldn't be trying to look for pretty women. Jada Pinkett wouldn't try to look for a younger man that looks better than her. Did I say that shit? Ooh, God. Notice how Will pretty much still looks the goddamn same. Little grayer. That's it. But here it is. Here's the value of it. Increase your value now. It's not too late. You may not get everything you're looking for, but it's not too late to get something. Well, I don't want to settle. Give me a woo in the chat if you heard that settling bullshit. I don't want to settle. I don't want to settle. Oh, they can't compete with the 20-year-olds. Hell no. Hell no. Can the guy who's on his way out of the NFL compete with the 20-year-olds coming in the NFL? Fuck no. If we know that as men, then what the fuck does the women understand? Hell no. Truth be told and truth be undeniable, man. Well, that old running back, you know the average time for a running back? 3 years. Damn right we went there. 3 years. If a running back on average has 3 years of glory, he better make the most of it. He has one of the most bruising jobs in the NFL to date. Them knees and them thighs and them legs and them shoulders give up real quick after getting hit by 260-pound linebackers, 300-pound defensive linemen, 200-pound fucking free and strong safeties rocking your ass. If we know this in sports, what the fuck do you think it is in dating? Sitting here, motherfuckers 37 years old. I'm still looking for a high value man. How? Are you going to produce kids for this person? So let me. Should I go in on that one? Shall I go in on that one? How many times have I dated women who had kids but wanted to get married, thought about marriage, but didn't even want to give you a kid and they're still in their early 30s? Well, I already have kids, but you want me to marry you and we have no connection because that's what marriage was really for, to gain wealth, to increase your land and your wealth, and to raise children. So you want me to raise your motherfuckers, but you can't give me one. You gave lesser men children, but I'm not entitled to any, and I'm their greater. Aqua Dragon 88. Woo! Baltimore stand up. Goddamn right. But yet, you're saying that I'm a better man than these motherfuckers, but you can't even give me a kid. What sense does that make? So, what you're telling me in my logical mind, I'm not saying I play an investigator, but being a police officer for 13 years, you kind of learn a thing or two. Just saying, I might know something about investigations. So you only date lower tier men to get babies out of them so you can control the situation, get money off of their asses, and there's going to be no fight in getting custody for them. So it's a controlling tactic. Oh, I understand. It's like the old joke we used to say between my friends. If you see a woman with kids, at least you know she puts out. Now they trying to make it look like they're the Virgin Mary or some shit. Motherfuckers make no sense. But yet, these same women who have these kids will have children by men who have three other kids. And what's a good indicator of future progress? It's past progress. So if he's not taking care of the first three, why the fuck you think he's gonna take care of your two? And any man who doesn't take care of his child should be fucking ashamed of himself. And the group of real fathers should take him out back and whoop his ass. I said it. Hey, I'm trying. I don't want to be alpha. Sometimes I play the beta because I learn from other people. Sometimes I'm the alpha because other men follow. Woo! I'm trying. But yet, this dating market value shit doesn't work. Then why the fuck you trying to get the niggas with money? I digress. Why are men trying to get the women with the badass bodies, the Instagram models? They ought to change that shit from OnlyFans to Only Cash. Because that's the only thing that matters on that motherfucker, isn't it? But yeah, let's go back into this shit. hardcore. Well, you got to understand what's the benefits of dating a lot of single mothers. Now, I'm not going to say all single mothers are bad. No, that'd be disingenuous and untrue to say. A lot of them need therapy. As Kevin Samuels will say, you need therapy because a lot of single mothers out there overestimate their value. See, this is how you know that it's a gynocracy in the black community, regardless of what people think. Women are allowed to overestimate themselves, and the thirsty men are not helping. See, for back in the day, for single moms, let's say she got divorced, let's say the guy died, let's say the guy was abusive, legitimate stuff she couldn't help. That was no consequence to her. She would be a lot more submissive and a lot more accommodating towards that man because she knows that for a man to take care of her and her children was a blessing back in the day. Now, because of this culture we're under and the environment that basically gives the flooring to that culture, a lot of these women are propping themselves up to be more than what they really are. Especially go on, if you ever want to laugh, go on POF, Plenty of Fish dating app. Go on there and just see the pictures. I'll break it down to you. This is the average black chick on POF. Okay, overestimated pussy like a used tire. Nah, nah, nah. Used tires still got rubber, and they still got their walls together. Let's not talk about used tires like that. But let me take a dating site, POF. Number one, they have these chicks on here who don't take care of their bodies. Too many of them. Number two, when they show these pictures, they're not smiling. They look like they're doing a mug shot. They look like they're on a fucking Wu-Tang Clan album cover. Like all you need is a pair of Timbs and some skull caps, and they fit right in. Let's even go even further. The first thing they'll say, if you over here looking for sex, then you're in the wrong place. You can hear the nastiness through their words that they typed. My God. And then a man must understand I'm about my kids and my kids only. And why the fuck you on here? Go be with your kids. Oh man, stomach looked like an old fucking punching bag from the fucking 50s. Face looked like fucking a retired boxer and got a nerve to be demanding. If you about games, if you about this, if you're this short, if you're not making this money, you forget I'ma block you. What you should have blocked was your fucking access code to the goddamn site. And the dating market value doesn't exist. Got a nerve to be so damn demanding. See, women back then, overall, knew their plight. They were much more humble. They were much more appreciative. They were happy to get themselves the dude who worked at the steel mill or the factory, the foreman of the factory, because she knew she couldn't compete with that girl fresh out of college. Body still right, we're still tight, no kids, positive attitude, can cook, clean. Actually, treated her man like a king. She couldn't compete with that. So she was actually grateful. Now, I don't know what's wrong with
motherfuckers. That's equivalent of the same dudes who look on the internet and mad everybody else successful with them. Like, nigga, you didn't dare shit. You wasted your fucking time. You're mad on other people's success. My nigga, get a life. Hold on for 1 second, folks. And your boy's back. You know, my man Jones, 2003 said exactly about POF. I had a woman from there tell me, you don't understand the single mom struggles, but I have majority custody of my son, and I had to do repair things around my house. And why didn't you stay with the nigga you had the son by? But no, was he beating you? Was he a drunk? Was he a crack addict? No, then stay with the motherfucker. The struggles of a single mother. I can understand the struggles. You got to get old men to come over your house to pay a goddamn light bill. Not all single mothers do that. But I know a few who did. See, craziest part is a lot of these women are fucking low-ball prostitution. And they think because a thirsty motherfucker want that they still got it. Let's be real. Let's be damn real. Unless your fucking child's father is abusing you, or is just a complete fuck up like a drunk or a crackhead, who has a really bad addiction problem, why the fuck you marrying that? I'm gonna come back out and come back up. God damn it.
Woo!
Woo! I don't know if I was muted. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I'm going to go back to the dating market value. Woo! Joining us is the chief engineer of the Faulkner program,
Yeah,
Chaos Brain. Shout out
what's
to
good,
Chaos
everybody?
Brain, everybody. Woo!
What's good,
See,
everybody? What's good?
see, I'm about to go in. I had to do an impromptu. I know we didn't plan this, but I had this shit speaking in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
And those are usually those are the best streams. See, majority of people on planet Earth are going to be between that 4, 5, 6, and a little sprinkle of 7.
Yeah, but the average is usually roughly above 6 or middle to 6. The average.
This 4, 5s, and 6s is your average.
Yeah, especially Black people. You know, we're gonna be roughly around close to a 6. Everybody else.
See, I'll say this, and a little sprinkles of 7.
Okay.
That's where you get your workable 7s. She can upgrade, when she dresses right, go to the gym, get a little makeup, she can upgrade.
Mhm.
And I've said it so eloquently on BGS's channel so many times. Most men have never seen an 8 or above in person. And I'm not talking about Instagram or TV or YouTube. Most men have not, because a lot of those women are going to be in those high price sectors.
Yeah.
A little bit of feedback. A little bit of feedback on your end, okay?
Oh, hold on, let me check. Let me mute myself.
And when you actually think about that, what does that tell you? 8s, 9s, and 10s are fucking rare. Let's use an observation similar to the scientific method, if not exactly the scientific method. For those of you who are fans of the Doctor of Style and Profile, Kevin Samuels, how many chicks on his show, when he took away the word, the number 7, how many chicks on there said that they're 8s or 9s? Damn near almost everyone. So you're telling me the way they see 8 and 9 is supposed to be as common as the average? That's impossible. And when you actually see these women on the camera, they're closer to the 4 and 5 and 6 than ever being a 9. I feel bad for single moms. So glad I didn't get tricked into running out my uterus. Nothing worse than raising kids alone. You're damn right. So when you have these people with these delusional thoughts of themselves, and people gassing them up like an old 79 Nova, better yet, gassing them up like one of them old ass fucking Hummers that just gets like 6 miles to the gallon, they get butthurt because they can't get married or can't get the men that they want to get. But yet, chaos in chat, you got motherfuckers telling me, oh, well, ugly women get discriminated.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You got that feedback?
a little
Okay.
bit. You got the channel, you got the YouTube channel in the background or something?
No, what do you hear? Your echoes?
Yeah, a little bit of echo.
All right. Let me see.
So you're telling me, right, just from logic, that all these motherfuckers think they are this. Let's do what we call the Charles Faulkner test, right? I want any woman to try this test. If you got homegirls who think they're a lot better looking than what they really are, I want you to do this. Especially if you're in a major city that has a baseball or football team, right? Or a lot of power brokers. Put your best dress on. Get your nails done, your feet done, your makeup done, your hair done. Go down to the sports arena where all the motherfuckers park, because everybody knows where they park. Go out there and yell one of their names to say how you doing. If that motherfucker doesn't get your name, then you don't qualify. You're not an 8, 9, or 10. Sorry. I already know. Some women find me handsome, some don't. I'm okay with that. Even, guess what? Some women who might not be attracted to me, I still end up being with them anyway. And they said that because a lot of them were lying. And if they weren't, so what? Can't unsuck a dick. Sorry. So that being said, and I understood, it took me a while. Oh, thank you. You think I'm a 10. Nah. 10 is like movie star good looks. I got hood star good looks. Sheriff star good looks. Twinkle twinkle little star good looks. Not 10, not movie star good looks. Good God. Oh man, I'm a little too rugged to be a 10. I have a website that gives you hotness scores by AI. I'm gonna tell you something. There's actually a scientific thing about that because guess what? Beauty also counts in the realm of symmetry. You ever notice how back in the day, those Disney movies or the 80s cartoons, you knew who the bad guys were? Because the bad guys were physically deformed or ugly. The good guys looked great. They had the square jaw guys, big muscles, little to no neck, you know, great hair, piercing eyes, swagger when they walk. Look at the Wicked Witch compared to Snow White. The only movie that the villainess looked good as the protagonist was probably Sleeping Beauty. But even then, that motherfucker had the strongest resting bitch face. I mean, cement blasters could not break that resting bitch face. It's about my mind as well, but I've been known to be a little easy on the eyes as well. Let me stop. It's a totality, but we're dealing with just physicality first. We're gonna get to the mind soon. Don't worry. And thank you very much for the compliment. See, the average per looking person is not a bad thing. See, the problem is too many people who are in the averages, and because of media, they wanted to go get the baller. See, what happened was TV and social media gave you access to the lives of these super rich people that you would normally not have. The black Ric Flair don't lie. Woo! See, styling. Oh, don't make me change my picture now. Okay, I'm gonna do it just for y'all, just for y'all. But you see, people overestimate themselves because they try to judge themselves according to the super rich. And knowing this, that you cannot compete. Chad, what's up? You rolling up? Oh boy, Chad. Good energy, good body, good jokes, good drinks, good liquor, good cigars, good. You know what I'm going at. You know what I'm going at. And a good sense of humor. What they call it, a rich woman's husband and a poor woman's dream. But you got to. But let's get back on the subject. Too many jokes. You got to look at it. Social media has been the antichrist when it came to reality, the antithesis, if you will. See, when you keep looking at these shows, like back in the day, you had Cribs and you've seen all these super rich people walking through their houses and blah, blah, blah. I got the jacuzzi underneath my goddamn living room and my bedroom's the size of a goddamn office building. That gave people an inflated, oh, I want that life. But you don't have that life. But instead of saying, I might as well get this good man because he's going to take care of me and my kids, no, I got to wait out for the baller. And you wonder why, women have more bodies than they do ever in the history of the world before, outside of the realm of prostitution. Oh, and that's another trait that men find. The closer you are to chastity, the more valuable you are to men. Oh, as BGS once said, we like sluts, we just ain't gonna marry the hoes. Sorry. But y'all always give that girl who's showing her ass and all this attention. You damn right we do. We know what she's good for, and we don't try to change it. See, let's look at the average woman. We can even look at Jada. Jada had to get a drug addict, alcoholic, mental issued, family issued motherfucker with liver issues to seduce. She couldn't seduce no normal athletic college dude who's playing football because she does not she physically would not compete. She would have to go off the name of her name being Jada Pickett Smith and probably throw a little cash his way. And the fact of the matter, that motherfucker who has that Adonis like body playing college football is going to outrank her when he hits the fucking draft. He's going to outrank her. So when we look at this truth about the dating sexual marketplace, why couldn't she get a Denzel type motherfucker? Why couldn't she get none of the single 40-something-year-old actors making buku money? Because she didn't qualify, because she knew they wouldn't look at her because they too busy fucking the 20-year-olds, not the 48-year-olds. So she had to get an impressionable guy to manipulate. Fellas, don't let these women fool you into they're forced trying to get 10 benefits and they gonna try their hand. Same thing to ladies. Stop letting these ruggamuffin motherfucking hobosexuals and thugomatics pump and dump you. And I'm gonna give ladies some game. I believe a real woman's value is in her submission in her body and mind. Facts. But don't tell these chicks that, man. Don't tell them that. They think we lying. You judging me. You think that I can't do bad by myself? Well, obviously you could. I mean, I walked in the chick's house and, the roaches are doing a ticker tape parade on the floor, but, who's judging? Who's judging? But it goes back to that value. See, men learned a long time ago, how do we circumvent the dating sexual marketplace value? Hey, we're not built on how beautiful we are because we're handsome, we're men, we're rugged. We have to have the ability to take care of a woman, kids, be a provider, be a hunter, be a protector, be a problem solver, and have the ability to create kids. Oh, wow. Amazing. So what is the issues? Because I would sure like okay, a little bit better. A little bit better. I would love to hear from the sister known as China White and other females if I got anything wrong, if China doesn't mind coming up. Because I would love to have a little speech for people or anybody else who wants to come up and see if anything I've said about the sexual dating market value is wrong. Because you're going to be judged accordingly. Because I'm just saying, if you're an 8 and you go down the street and everybody's looking at you like a 3, then something's not computing. So I'll put it in the chat real quick. I'm gonna put a little thing in the chat. Little chat. Whereas Kevin Samuels is the godfather. I gotta be the enforcer. Go ahead, Chaos.
Can I say something? In regards to the market value and this women's so-called options, I believe every human being does have a sense of options, but here's the trick. Your options are limited by each gender. You know, as a woman, you're more better off if you're good in the face and beauty in the waist. That the early you are still in your 20s, the better you chances to get to snatch some type of man that will, be of super quality, so you don't have to work and be so-called send home mother. But in this society, in this culture, you're not groomed to be a mother. So if you think about it, Charles, and you really analyze for the past few weeks, majority of sisters that's descendants here in America today, this is just today, from what I'm examining, are not suited to be mothers, much as want to be mothers and play that role today, because it's been cultured out of you for, I would say, over 30 years, you know? And now we think about when Kevin asked the real harsh questions, and these are very good questions that say you're going to have to get and keep what you could get and afford at this point and be comfortable and work it out. You get me, bro? Women, on the average, they're very mad at this. And I can see why most women don't want to take no honest criticism from actual men. That's why they can go back to watching these sitcoms, these TV shows, these talk shows in regards to what women want to hear. Because they really want to be honest. Has the results changed when men are telling you what you don't want to hear? That's the number one question everyone should ask. If no or yes, then obviously you go have to go find other platforms that's going to tell you the harsh reality is true, right? You don't want to hear it or not. And this is for your own self-preservation at the end of the day, and make you have to readdress and change up your tactics. How you gonna go out here trying to get some man or whatever? Agree?
See, I'm glad you said that because honesty is the best damn policy. If you're a four,
Oh,
if you're a
Charles mute
five,
himself? Okay. Well, Charles waiting.
can you hear me? Hello? Uh,
I can hear you. Go ahead.
hey, can you hear me now? Hey, Chaos. Well, if you can hear me, put a one in the chat, please. I don't know. Sometimes it's.
Charles.
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you good now.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you
Go
said
ahead.
because I was about to tell them honesty is the best damn policy. If you're a five, you could go for four, five, and a six. One below, one above. And if you got a little things going for you as a five, you might be able to get a little seven, a little sprinkle of a seven. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, China, you coming up? I would love to. But anybody who wants to come up and join the conversation, you're welcome to. Don't worry. Don't worry, ladies. I won't
Mm-hmm.
bite unless you want
Yeah,
me
it's
to.
open mic now. Normally yeah, that was kind of good. Mr. Faulkner is talking about this because, and normally we have more streams. Normally Charles got more streams and what the woman don't want to hear or like to hear, just to keep it fair and honest.
Yeah.
Because you hear from the guy from the shades, Mr. Samuel. Now you're gonna hear from just the average Joe. You know what I'm saying? Most of your regular working American. And so
Yeah.
keep it all nice and balanced. And mind you, Kevin deals with very high clients that makes 100K or more a year. So he deals with actual, not only other race men, but black men especially. And he knows what black men wants. They seek in black women. And they don't want just any regular black woman. They want a feminine black woman. Uh, inspiring black woman, a beautiful black woman. And you see those pictures that he posted, bro? Those
Yeah.
women are very beautiful. Some in their
Uh,
30s,
I am a
20s.
member.
And what's the one thing you know, bro? All of them are our complexion. So I'm not sure why would some woman complain about because you're dark skinned, you can't get or keep men. No, it's how you carry yourself, sweetie. See, the problem with our black women, you gotta get out of the masculine mindset. If you think and operate like a man, the only result you're gonna get is you're gonna get man. You still get a man to fuck, but he will not stay around because you vibrate the same energy as him. And real men, we know when who are feminine on the average. We get that vibe. Okay?
I'm gonna say
So
this, right?
you got reconnect into your actual feminine. Yeah.
I'm gonna say this. You know, here at this channel, we're very fair for the men and the women. See, do we have delusional men? Yes. But eventually, reality is going to set on him like the sun and smack him straight in the face. And people will say, why are you not as hard as on the men? Because reality is going to kick the fuck out of you in the ribs with steel-toed boots. So you don't have to go as hard because reality is going to be harder.
And those shits hurt.
And what women don't understand. Oh yeah. And what women don't understand is this. Not the women who actually keep themselves up because they already see reality. It's like, and I'm actually a member of his group, The Mix. And there's very beautiful women on there. 30 and below. With degrees, can speak multiple languages, can play chess, video games, love to mingle. He even had a couple a woman get thrown out, meet a guy, and they're now a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not impossible. So it's not
Mm-hmm.
impossible. What's up? We got the light bearer. You know, should be called the Lucifer or Morning Star. You know.
What's good, people?
What's up? You got your YouTube on? You know, you got to turn the YouTube
Nah,
off.
I'm trying to turn it off right now.
All right, appreciate it.
My audio isn't working for some reason, though. Give me a second.
All right. Hear from you, man. Yeah. As we wait, if people are watching, I'm not sure how many watch right now. I'm looking for my other end, but if we have more than 20 people more watching, please hit the like button, share this stream, and also give a comment
Check.
at the end of the video.
Oh, you sound good.
All right, thank you. What's going on, brother?
What's up,
First
man?
off, you know, I gotta give you what you always get and always give and deserve. A mother and woo!
Woo! Oh yeah.
Gotta hit you with your shit, man. Gotta hit you with your
What
shit.
do you think about the shit I've been talking about so far?
Man, look, I'm also in there. You probably see me comment quite often when it comes down to like being in the mix. Those women in there are fine as hell. First off, now when it comes to the delusion, oh boy. Okay, so I set a standard, like, because Kevin likes to keep it within, like, you know, the Dorothy Dandridge, like, and I would say in his age group.
What's the name? Foxy Brown.
I can't hear you, sir.
Oh, we talking about Pam Grier?
Pam Grier.
Yeah. Yeah, so like he likes to keep it in that Pam Grier area, Dorothy Dandridge, and all that type of stuff like that. So like I made a statement one day, and I was like, "All right, so Kyla Pratt is a 5 or a 6."
Okay.
Who else?
Okay.
What's the old girl name? That goes out with Dwayne Wade. Now she used to be my
Yeah,
number
Gabrielle
one.
Union.
Gabrielle Union. She was my
Right
number
here.
one favorite.
My God,
But now to me, she is a 6, right? So now she's a 6, and I put Amara La Negra as a motherfucking 10,
okay.
hands down. Like that's a 10, hands down. Now I would put Olivia Pope as a 7, but you know, since we're using Kevin's scale at this moment, either I have to raise her or lower her. And truthfully, I would just lower her and just make her a 6 also. So if we got these women as, in my opinion, I'm also in LA. So if we got these women as 5s and 6s and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then what that make the rest of them?
Average or less than
Now,
that.
now, don't get me wrong. It's matter of fact, truthfully, if we made it more fair, we made it more even, because like it, just like it is with the 1% and the 5% within the financial or the economic situation, when you get to that daggone level, it's a very thin area. There's not that many people up there. Shorty, you not that fine. You might got a fat ass, but remember, we had this term called butterface.
Ooh, shit.
She looked, everything else looked good on a butter face.
Oh yeah.
You got it. You gotta think about that. You gotta think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna stop grandstanding for a second, but like it's when you make those statements that you made and stuff like that, it's very clear the delusion. But I'm gonna say it's also on us too,
Oh yeah.
because remember that little thing that they put up there. There's a statement that not a statement. There was a picture that they had a scale from 1 to 9 on what body type you had as a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, matter of fact, I might just pull it up just so we can see it up here or something like that. But like, I would say, you know, I'm military fit. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I'm no longer military fit after Achilles tendon rupture. But at one point, I was military fit. I still got the frame. I still got the muscles up under the fat. But the thing is, I'm not that no more. And I know this. And I get on myself about this all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what a man does. He sits there and says, "Oh, okay. Oh shit, what is this? Fat hanging from my fucking waist over my belt? Let me do something about it." But
Mm-hmm.
you know, with the situations we had as of recent, you got people sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm fat, but I'm curvy, bitch."
Yeah.
Hey, like the fuck is that? So
No,
yeah,
it's a form of because let me tell you something. When women say that, especially ones that's like 50 or more pounds overweight, because a lot of dudes still giving these chicks the dick. That's why they can say that. If they're not getting no dick like that, they're over a certain weight limit, they would not be so confident right now. I'm telling you right now, personally. A lot of chicks that sit there say that they fat and curry because some dudes, some brother out there is still gonna fling some cock in them.
Yeah. What makes it is, can everybody hear me?
Yes,
yeah, we get you.
See, like I gave the example about myself. I am not as lean when I competed competitively in wrestling. I still have good muscle tone. I mean, I'm still good. I'm not great, but I'm still good. Could I get back to being great? Sure, if I wanted to diet again like that, and I can't run because of my my foot being in a boot. So I got to think of other ways to do cardio. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the difference, because we live in what's called reality. I know it's a strange phenomenon to motherfuckers, but reality dictates. Like when you look at the pictures, right? Most guys came into the mix, introduced themselves in their suits, suited and booted, with
Yep.
one of their pictures casual or at least a gym picture. So did the women. And the women on there are more dedicated of fitting that 8 or 6 frame. See, I'm a little bit more lenient than Kevin because I could deal with a 8 if she's fit. But at the same time, you get this culture from one lady I heard who I was talking to. I know I got a few pounds, but they're gonna have to like me for who I am. And I'm like, sure, you
Sure,
live in a
somebody
town,
will, but I
you
won't.
gotta work that out. Because if I want to settle for a woman, she's gonna have to list. I'm gonna be like the terrorist organization Cobra, and I got some demands. Or I'm gonna have to be like George W. Bush back in 2001. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Because if these women at 25, 30 and under, because I believe majority of the women are 30 and under, who can speak multiple languages, who are beautiful, who some of them are even statuesque, who if they walking down the street, most of these niggas on the block will be drooling for and could not and would not qualify for them.
Exactly.
And it's like my homeboy, we had a discussion earlier about homeboys. I said, look, dude, just because she got a fat ass, it doesn't make her a seven. Look at that
Yeah,
ass. I said, that's the problem with the black community. And that's the problem of going up in a gynocracy. You look at just her ass, but when you look at her face, I will tell you, hey, I hang around fives and sixes.
yeah,
I might fuck a 5 or 6. Who hasn't? But yet, I can transform that 5 or 6 into a 7 if she listens and works out. If she gets her attitude under control, yeah, she will go up points.
yeah,
But women don't understand the fatter your face gets, the less attractive it gets. And that's not holding you to no ethnocentristic standard or no white standard. It's the fact of the matter, the bigger your face looks, the more out of symmetry it is.
Man, you ain't lie. I had just before Rona hit, I got a little Tinderella. I don't even know which side I actually met her on, truthfully. Now her pictures, stunning. She looked good in the pictures. I was one of them brothers that was like, oh, she got a fat ass. When I met her in person, she didn't look as good as her pictures, but she still had her body kept together a little bit better than what she used to be like. So I was like, all right, boom, I could work with this, get her back fit. She still got a fat ass. Boom. But her face was so fat from, just gaining weight over time, that it distorted the way she would usually look because she has a very tight feature about her face. Her eyes are tight, her lips are small, her nose is a little bit small, but like it has these like a nice little like shape to it that because it was fat, because she started becoming bigger, it just widened out everything that was going on about her face. That
Yeah.
from she knew she was like not the way she used to because she was making these statements like I used to have men open up whole restaurants and close the whole restaurant out for me. I'm like, yeah, you can still have that, boo, whatever. But like, right now you don't. Like, you living in the past. I don't know how long ago it was, but like, you got to chill on that a little bit. Like, you living in your glory days too much. We all do that a little bit. It's all good. I ran a few footballs right up the hole into the touchdown. Like, I get you, baby. But they know this shit though.
They know where they sit. I just wish they stop trying to bargain themselves up. Like, you know what? I should be treated with diamonds and pearls. And no, 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 no. We're gonna make you lose the weight. I'm sorry. Like, there's times when, like, even earlier today, oh, Charles, you ain't what you used to be. I said, in some ways, yes. In some ways, I'm even better. I'm stronger. I'm bigger than what I used to be. So that's better. And I'm like, dude, you're literally 100 and 35 pounds bigger than when you were in high school. And he was like, yeah. I said, but yet, see, the difference between you and I still work out. What is your excuse?
Mm.
And it's like, yo, you
Wait,
trying to
135 pounds bigger.
He's 135
So
pounds
what
bigger.
what was he when he was in high school? What was he when he was in high school? Please say 185.
He was like 140. And I'm not
Okay.
knocking my brother because that's my brother. Because he tried to say, we
Mhm.
always go through, we bicker like this all the time. He'll even tell you, I got bigger, but you're not what you used to be, Charles. I said, I never claimed to be. I said, this is the point and principle, is that, one, if I can lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks if I want to compete in a sport. Why? Because I've done it before. But is that safe? Hell no. Okay? Hell no. It's not the safest. It's draining. It's fucking irritating. You got to do it gradually. That's why a lot of fighters stay to a certain weight so they don't have to cut so far. So here's the thing. Like every time he posts up a picture, he wants to try to bait me into saying this girl looks like. I said the girl's a 5. Did you see that ass? That ass does not put her up on points. That's
well, Uncle Chuck. Some people are part of the NBA. They got nothing but ass. That's all they got.
exactly. I like that. I like that. I'm gonna give you credit, but I'm gonna steal that motherfucker. Nothing but ass.
That's all they got. They think there is something else, but after that they're part of the NFL. They got nothing fucking left. So,
Oh shit! I was trying to think of something. I was like not fully logical, but all right, I like nothing fucking left.
I mean that's it, man. That's all they got.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to steal that. I'm putting it on Facebook. Oh my god, that is like.
Oh man!
It's all good. It's my birthday, so I'm
Happy
out here.
birthday, man.
I'm out here giving gifts to everybody, but yeah, I mean, to be honest, Uncle Chuck, one of my mentors who's no longer with us anymore told me something. He's like, look, as a man, nothing's gonna be easy, but there's always workarounds. You might not have everything that you need, but the thing is, if you're a strategic man, you can see around the corner and you can see where the workarounds are, right? And what he told me is you got to be like Batman with your utility belt. Basically get the skills that you need to basically make it happen for you. And remember that as long as you're here, there's always new skills to get. So whether it's being a musician, whether it's being a martial artist, whether it's doing whatever I need to do in terms of the stock market or whatever else it is, I'm always trying to figure out how to pick up new skills, because the thing is, one thing I realized is you can keep yourself in decent shape and make yourself look good if you know how to put things together. But
Yeah,
the thing is, you're gonna basically keep yourself together based on what you know and how
exactly.
you're able to put all that stuff together too.
Exactly. Think about it. How many times have I said, "Man, know thy tailor"?
Yeah, yeah,
See, the problem with the black community is you got sisters out there who got nothing but butts and guts. You have brothers who wear suits who look like they just slept in it. But all you have to do is go to a
Oh,
damn tailor, get your shirt tucked, get your shirt taken in, get your suit taken in, get your legs hemmed, get the pants legs hemmed, and you're golden.
yeah.
So you're telling me that if you're a bigger size chick, let's say a 10 and above, size 10 and above. I'm not good with dress sizes, but we'll go with that. Why can't you look more elegant? Let's say you got a bigger chick who's a 10 or 12 or 14 and above, right? And she's working on herself, and it's a process. We all get that. Why can't you wear something that's elegant that actually makes you look thinner? Why can't you wear something that's tapered, that takes away from where you're lacking or your weak spots are, and accentuate your greatness? Same thing for men. If you're a naturally bigger guy with a big upper body, wouldn't you want the waist to be taken in to strengthen the V-shaped look that you have? Because if you don't, you're gonna look like a goddamn box in a suit, and it's gonna make you look bigger and fatter. So that being said, it goes back into what is your reality. It's not about my truth, it's about your reality. Well, a man has to accept me for who I am. But you divorced a nigga. You had a man who loved you for who you were. Now you back on the market and you got to compete.
Hmm.
And you're trying to run with the gazelles, and you're a tree sloth now.
Ooh.
And that could go for men and women. See, a lot of motherfuckers don't know that when they were in long-term relationships and marriages, let's go deep and nasty with this motherfucker, because that's how the motherfucking truth is going to be told. That saved you from yourself. See, when you were in long-term relationships, meaning 5 years or 10 years or more, or marriage, you didn't have to compete anymore. So what happens when, to a lot of people who are the champion, they don't train the same way, do they?
Right. No, man, they're so rusty. Ain't no good with that.
Nah, they eating them steaks.
And then what happens?
You know,
That up-and-comer hungry motherfucker, oh, that's your man? Oh, that's your woman? Just like in UFC or boxing or any combat sport,
Yep.
you stop training, that's the day you will catch an unholy and unsanctified and unheard of ass whooping. And that's what's happening to a lot of people. Oh, I'm not going to be competitive. Oh, for real? Oh, I could get that guy. You know, he was in high school. He was a nerd, but he got himself in shape. He got himself a career. I could get that nigga. Hey, how you doing? And he walks right past you. Don't even say hello. That's called a that's called an L. That's a blow to the system.
Yep.
That's a TKO, total knockout.
Yep. I've seen it.
Okay. And what happens is, because women weren't used to dealing with rejection the way men were, because we dealt with rejection since we were little fucking boys. But
Rona.
oh shit. Whoa.
Be safe, brother.
My man said my sexual market value place is negative 1,000. I'm a loser. Well,
We continue. Add the beefcake. Get your ass up this right now.
What you say?
Add the beefcake, please, brother. Get your ass up in this panel right now. We will not be with.
That's
Come on.
You are what you think you are. So
Ed,
if you sitting here thinking,
get up here
if
now.
you sitting,
Ed,
yeah.
come here.
There's the
your
link
brother.
right there.
We're not
If
gonna hold
you
your
sitting
hand.
here thinking
Where your
that
brother?
you are negative 1,000, do you understand that Biggie Smalls' ugly ass was fucking everybody's woman?
Yeah.
Facts.
He even put it in the song.
Ross.
Ugly as ever, but however, I stay coochie down to the socks.
Exactly.
See-
Silver Rocks.
See,
Rick Ross' ugly ass is fucking bitches now.
bad.
He
Yeah.
the smoothest motherfucker in
And
the
he just
world.
lost weight too.
And he lost weight.
Yeah,
Look at-
I
look
And
at
he
the
I
still
remember,
look fucked up.
I remember
But
when
I
he
still
was
love his
banging.
music.
I remember when he was banging broads at 30% body fat. So shit, it's possible.
Like, matter of fact, even the lovely China White is asking you, why do you talk so bad about yourself? See, in this, I can't speak for everybody's channel. I can only speak for mine, and my chief engineer, Chaos Rain, will say the same. See, we're in for the embetterment of black men and black women.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're gonna talk shit. Yes, we're gonna be harsh, but I'll be damned if I'm gonna let somebody, male or female, Male or and yes, he was fucking chicks, bad chicks before the money. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
refusing for male or female in the black community to talk so low about themselves without fucking answering that shit first. So come on up, man. That's the link.
Come on
One
up,
thing
Ed.
I do want to say is this, especially men when they view themselves like in the low self-esteem. You gotta understand, man, when you start thinking and feeling like that,
Wow.
it's very much drying the pussy of a lot of women, especially if they
He's
see that you might have some potential and you saying that and expressing that, it's not good. It's a bad look, you know.
Dude. Hold up. Ed,
yeah.
one,
Please,
Ed,
somebody
I'm
get
not.
on that.
I'm not gonna. I'm number one. I don't like talking through the chat because it's a delay. Get up here, speak to your brothers, because guess what? Before he was a world famous rapper, Biggie was getting numbers.
yeah, we ain't asking you, brother. We telling you, and it's for your own good, man. You know, we
Because guess what? You forget Charles Faulkner is about to give you the Charles Faulkner workout plan. Number one, before
Mhm.
you work out, we're gonna start with working out your spirit, your emotions, your mentals, then your physical. Therefore, I think, I know, and I do. Therefore, I am. Okay.
See,
And
what
my and
Charles
my
is what I call robo drill. I'm the other drill. I need you to get your motherfucking ass in this pitch right now. If I get lower, it's a problem. But no, the real thing is this, bro. You can't be sitting there on the mindset where you're keeping yourself on the lower end, on the lower spectrum, on a lower vibration, and then you sitting here with 4 other men telling you, "Yo, come here, get your ass over here." They telling you this for a reason. We
Because you
want you to be
bullshit
here
yourself.
so then you can get this vibration. We
Yeah,
want you to be here so we can elevate you. We want you to be here because you need to be. Because the statement that you put out there was because you want to be seen. You want to be heard and you want to be talked to. So get your ass up here.
Yo, Ed, I found your Batman utility belt in the ocean, bro. I recovered it though. I'm about to give it to you if you want it. You're gonna
oh
need it.
Ed, hold on, let me say this, Ed, you're not okay. Stop it. You be on these YouTube streets just like I am. We go for pound and pound. I get up here and I have discussions with brothers and sisters here on YouTube. You will do the same too because you come here and you have a low self worth of yourself. And amongst group of men, that is not a good look. And like all other channels, most dudes, I'm be honest right now, Ed, a lot of them because they're so immature, they will laugh in your face right now, and then will have enough to do. Matter of fact, they will entertain as much as possible. They will not kick you off of a, or block you. They will sit there, look at you, laugh, and then keep pushing. We as men, no, we're gonna not gonna hold your hand, but we're gonna give you that tongue. We're gonna see what's wrong because I know you're doing the workouts, bro, and that's a good thing. But you need something in your mental, your confidence, because doing the workout is one thing, but if you're not there in the head and confident, all that is a waste of time. The body's gonna remain, but the mind is gonna constantly drift.
Yeah.
That fear is gonna be always in you psychologically, and we try and break that psychological mode.
You know, one thing that I kind of figured out was when you have a vision in your mind, the vision holds you up. The vision is the thing that holds you up. So you might be working out and stuff like that, but if you don't see what the perfect you looks like in terms of what you want to look like and who you want to be, you're only achieving half of it. You're only getting to half of it. So get on up here, Ed. Shit, man. Who's that?
Hey, what's up, Charles, man? Be more stand up. Woo!
Woo, what's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Ain't nothing much, man. You know what? Um, I'm kind of in the same boat. Well, I was kind of in the same boat as Ed. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, like, in the movie The Matrix, when Neo was on a rooftop with Morpheus, and he was like, "Free your mind," it did he jump from one roof to the other roof? It's basically a metaphor, like when you let go a lot of doubt, a lot of fear, and disbelief. You can accomplish a lot of things that you thought you couldn't accomplish. I mean, just by changing that way of thinking. You know what I mean? Like, say, you know what? Let me just go ahead and just wing it instead of just keep doubting myself. Sometimes doubt keeps you from succeeding.
Yes, yes, sir. Because
Yep,
guess
that's
what?
it.
I've trained people when it comes to physical fitness, whether for
Yeah,
combat sports or just overall fitness. I will
yeah.
put 400. I'll put 405 pounds up there. 420. I can do almost 500, even with this fucking foot in the boot. Okay, I'll go under there and I'll rep it about 4 or 5 times. I said, what would happen if I doubted myself? What that bar wouldn't even move. See,
Mm.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, Ed. Get your motherfucking ass up here because your brothers are telling you to come up here so we can speak to you and see what the fuck is wrong with that mentality. Because if a female would have said the same shit, I'd have been like, sister, get your ass up here and we're gonna come give you some love the hard way and fix this motherfucking shit. Because I refuse to have anybody who follows my channel to be a weak motherfucker, be it male or female. I do not breed weakness. I breed it out. Okay?
Hmm.
See, this is the inspirational channel. We'll laugh, we'll cry, we'll cuss each other out. Okay? But at the end of the day, you're going to be better off after the stream ends than before it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna use instant transmission to find you, bro. If you don't come up on the stream,
I'm
that's
going to tell
all.
you what, even fucking Goku had to work. Even
Yeah.
Superman had to work. Okay? Even Man of Steel. Superman couldn't fly. He jumped. He had to
Look, he
really
about to give it.
concentrate and fly. Because guess what? Man of Steel was not just a Superman movie if you break it down. Because guess what? One day we're going to do a part by part breakdown of Man of Steel, and we're going to see how that equates to black men in America. Remember, I told y'all the Black Superman series ain't done yet. See, remember,
Hmm.
he was out there. He was a man of two worlds and existed in both, but he was not accepted in either. He couldn't, like black Americans, his lineage to Krypton was broken. He can only get side view of what his ancestry was. But his lineage on Earth, he would never truly be accepted because he's not among them. He may look like us, but he's not truly one of us. See, when you come up on this goddamn panel, and I just put the link down, you're among people who are trying to make sure you are better. Because I hope you were really joking when you said that. Because I refuse to let anybody say that I'm not this on the sexual dating market. Because number one, we're going to get you there only if you want to be there. That's the problem. Not a goddamn person's holding your motherfucking hands.
Nah, you know what it
Yeah.
is? He been there for a while. He been in that situation for a minute now. And
Yeah,
what
he's
he's
stuck.
doing is he feel comfortable there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like when a person feel comfortable in their situation, like there's this image that I used to read from this I used to look at from this book called The Power Mind System. And this shit was like way far back, like 2000. I think I got this book. It was right around the time I got the Rich Dad Poor Dad. I was looking for guidance because none of the people I had that guidance.
Yep.
But I was in the army, so I was getting around
Hold on,
people.
hold
I
on, hold
was
on.
seeing
You read
certain
the what?
things.
Huh?
I was in the army. Oh, so I was getting certain mindsets and I was getting certain things because I was looking at the men around me and I was realizing, first off, I was a bitch mentally. Like physically, I came in there coming straight off of football. I was a running back, outside linebacker, free safety, all that type of shit like that. I was the
Hard
nigga
hitting,
that put the hit on you.
hard hitting
So
position.
yeah, so I had the body, but the mindset, I argued like a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the thing about it was all those men that was in
Nah,
there.
nah, nah. Hold on, excuse me, brother. I don't mean to interrupt you because you're preaching.
No, go ahead.
Ed, get your ass up here. Seriously. I
And
can't be
please
nice
come
to
up,
you
man.
anymore. Because either that or I'm going to tell China White to come up here and she's going to tell you how unattractive that is. As a matter of fact, do me a favor, China, come up here real quick. I normally don't bother China because I love it when she rocks and rolls. So anybody, I want you to subscribe to China White if you haven't already, because when she goes in with these lazy bitches, she goes in. Okay,
Okay, I
and
want to see
I'm
this.
gonna tell, and I'm gonna
I'm
tell you,
subscribing.
I want China to come up here for a minute, and we're gonna prove some shit. See, women like China, as you can see, that's actually her picture. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
she looks
Yeah.
actually that fucking good. If you can see it.
Yeah, she sure do, goddamn it.
So guess what? You're having a obvious somebody who's a 7, 8, or 9 tell you what to do to actually increase your sexual market value place to women in her ilk. See, where else do you find? There's very few channels on YouTube right now. I don't have the biggest platform right now, but very few. You have other places where motherfuckers are giving you this cold hard game
You will soon, Uncle Chuck.
because this is cold
It's
hard game.
building.
It's
It's
building. It's
building.
coming. It's coming.
And as of right now, where everybody doing the things they doing, everybody about to start building up for real. They looking
It's
for this
building.
word.
Because guess what? I got to figure out if I might retire from being a cop if I can make it back from this injury, which I probably will. But shit, what I make without taxes, shit, that's tempting. But we'll hear. That's either there or there.
See,
So,
oh man, this dude right here.
But she's coming up
Could it
because
be
because I'm going to prove something to
you see the
you.
next one? Look, man, you saying there aren't any women attracted to you, right? You saying that right now, right? And you saying that because of what? You trapped in your location?
Or
You gotta
Where
be
I used
you
to
gotta
live,
free your
bro.
mind.
you're trapped in your
Where I
motherfucking
used to live,
mindset.
like
How
it was
tall are
nothing
you?
but thugs. You know
How
what?
tall are you, and how much do you weigh, Ed?
Look at that background picture. He probably about 6 foot.
At
oh
least.
my God.
Yeah,
Look like
yeah.
How tall
He's
are you, and
6
how much
foot.
do
He
you weigh,
about
Ed?
200. He about 210 pounds. That's what
Do
I'm
you know?
seeing right now.
Do you know how much? Do you know how much I weigh? Do you know how tall I am?
I think
I'm
I figure
five.
like 270. No, you weigh
I'm
270?
5'10", 280 pounds.
You 5'10"? Damn, I knew you was that short.
Yeah, but
Mm,
that's right
Five
there.
nine is average height, so it's whatever.
Oh, okay.
But when you people see me, even my coworkers, because I've been wearing like the polo shirt, and they've been looking at me, they were like, "God damn, did you get bigger? Like, for God's sakes!" I'm like, "Look at this shit right here, man. God damn, you see your arm? Yeah, well, God damn, that's just some good ass fucking work right there. Work, okay? I gotta work out because guess what? I will easily get fat.
I'm there with you, bro. I'm 6 foot, 267 pounds right now, and
When I get
easily
healthy,
get fat.
we're going to Patterson Park and we playing a fucking full tackle game. I'll play Bo Jackson, and then I'll be middle. I'll play Ray Lewis when we play defense. Oh, this motherfucker. You could be like fucking J.J. Watt or Reggie White on the end. Boom. Like, see,
I'm
the
six
problem.
foot 290.
See, you got to understand something. Uh-oh, is she coming? I'm waiting for you, China. Is she probably gassing everything? 6 foot, 290,
Look at
300.
that. Look at that. I knew it.
How many chicks in the manosphere ask for men over 6 foot, like 6 foot and above?
That's the standard.
Every single one.
That's the standard.
You wish you were 210. 210.
You
Okay.
can be 210. All you can do is lose weight. That's all you gotta
See,
do.
Yeah,
see, see,
Just
exactly.
he
work.
knows this shit. See, he knows this shit. He
How
knows
old are
this
you?
shit.
How
Wait,
old is he?
fellas. Before we
How old
continue,
are you?
before Ed answered, listen, Ed, I'm your brother. Listen, bro, listen. Nor you weigh that much. The only issue is if you don't have the confidence, losing weight, you're gonna still do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's in you. So firstly, while you do this journey, you gotta get the confidence. Because that's what is gonna slow you down. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. But go on, guys.
Get in
But
here,
see,
I'm gonna
Ed, so
tell
that way
you,
we can gas you up, man. Shit.
Ed. Ed, I'm gonna tell you what my niggas told me. The only thing she could say is no.
and
So
guess
go
what?
say something.
Guess what? I'm gonna tell you
Exactly.
what my niggas. I'm gonna tell you what my niggas and myself always said. Even if you got the chick and she said your dick was small, you couldn't fuck, you couldn't do this. Guess what? One thing she can never do is unsuck a dick.
Suck a dick.
Exactly. Or unfucking. Yeah.
She can't unsuck a
Uh,
dick.
Yo, Uncle Chuck, I'm gonna take that one.
You know,
I'm
that's
gonna
fair
take that
exchange.
one.
She
You
can't unsuck a
Yo,
dick.
you
I'm yeah.
you can take
One
the
chick
other
tried to
two. I
complain
take
about
that
me.
one.
I was
I
like,
might have
first
to
of
take
all, you
that.
can lie and say whatever you want in the bedroom. You were climbing off the walls when I had you on my shoulders. But the last thing I'm
Exactly.
gonna tell you, chick, you can't unsuck this dick. Remember that. It's important. So, number
That's
one,
right.
who's up here? Up here comes the lady herself, China White. Woo, China, what's up, girl?
Whoop.
Hey, everybody on the panel.
The,
A slow clap.
the slow clap. Okay, China.
What's up?
As lovely as you are and as real and cutthroat as you could get, I want you to tell men, and what would men on the panel rate China from her picture alone?
About an 8 or 9.
About an 8.
Which
About
is
a
rare.
fuckable.
Good answer. Good answer. And the best thing about China, she'll laugh at jokes like this all day long and probably joke your ass. But on a serious note, China, how you feeling today, girl?
Like China White could get the unga bunga. Like just hit over the head with the daggone club and just drag her because you look good, mommy. You look good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. And the good thing about it, I am real. I'm real.
Oh yeah, she's real. Please tell this young brother. And how old are you, man? In the chat, how old are you? Please tell this young brother how much confidence and working towards your goals uh, women find attractive. We're gonna meet up and we're gonna let you talk.
Okay. I'll say this. Women love something they can learn from a man. Like we love to listen. Like if a woman's not listening to you, she doesn't like you. If a woman can listen to you and learn something, it's very attractive. Something tangible. So if you're speaking negative and we're having a positive conversation, everyone's being positive, you're on a lower vibration because that was coming out your mouth was negative. So I couldn't read anything and feel no type of way about it because it will make me feel like you need some type of help because a woman want to listen to a man, and or if you're putting something in the chat, she wants to feel some type of inspiration, like you can teach her something, you can change something, you can move mountains. That's just how women think. They want to feel like you're Superman, they want to feel like you're a god, they want to feel like you're somebody special. And if you're talking like that, you can't be nobody special. You can't move mountains. She doesn't see you in another form of you could be a monster. You could be someone that can destroy some things, but you can never be that Superman. You can never be that man that's going to change something. Even the fantasy of a woman, her fantasy side, the mind that keep a woman addicted to a man, that fantasy shit. Like you don't even enter that part. Like for a man to enter that part of a woman to blow her mind, you got to be saying something amazing. And it's not about money. I can say this, and this is coming from me, a woman. It's really not about looks. It's more of the intellect of the man. If a man could change the way a woman think, the way a woman feel, the way a woman see the world, you done change everything about her. She'll become addicted to you, and it'll all be about fantasy type. If you can enter that part of her brain, and it all starts with the mind of the man, the energy of a man, the what frequency you vibrate on, and all of that can change a woman. That's why I come to Charles chat and just listen. Like right now, I'm writing. I was actually writing. I used to listen to BGS and write, but like I go to different chats and just listen. And but when I hear things like that, like negative speaking, it makes me think that like I can't do better. I can't achieve nothing. I can't dream. I can't go far. Like like with a woman, let's say women are listening in on this live stream and they're just reading the chat. A woman could be reading what you're saying and it does nothing. It doesn't affect nothing. Some women come out the clouds and tell men that that was amazing comment. What you just said was amazing. Because I have did that plenty of times. I'll be up in the clouds and I'll come down out the clouds just to comment. But that's what I think.
Okay, fellas, we're back on. What do you think
Nice.
about that? Because that was some beautiful shit. That was some real shit.
She just
Because
gave me some game, man. She gave me some real good game.
she gave you some game. See,
Yeah.
what you
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something I learned because I watch a lot of different stuff. I watch even John Hagee, a pastor in Texas. And he said one of the most profound things I ever heard a human being say.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's my old homegirl from from Norway. Well, no, she's from Sweden. She's from Sweden. She's half black and half Sweden. But I'm gonna tell you something. He said promise, problem, provision. Depending on how you see your problem, number one determines how long you stay in your problem. And it also determines what happens after that problem.
Right.
Let me give you an example for all these Christian brothers and sisters, or anybody who studied the Abrahamic religions. It's not a sermon, just a thought. How long did Israel stay in the wilderness? 40 years.
Oh,
How long did Jesus stay in the wilderness? 40 days. How they seen their plight was different. When you become an ungrateful or negative thinking person, you know what God told before, well, the tribes of Israel, because they weren't a nation yet. Oh God, you delivered us from bondage. Oh my God, what was us? You came us out here to die.
Mm.
Okay, y'all stay out there about 5 more years. Oh God, we're not eating. Motherfucker, I gave you food from heaven, literally called manna. Okay, you stay out there 10 more years. We're gonna worship this calf. Fuck y'all. 20 years, you ungrateful bitches. That's how it
Mm-hmm.
is. But when Jesus was out there and Satan said, guess what? If you're really the son of God, turn these rocks into bread.
Yeah.
What did he tell him? He hit him with bigger game. How, you know you the son of God when you fuck Satan's head up. He told him man can't live by bread alone. And then he was like, and what did he tell him? If you worship me and you just bow to me, you don't even gotta say it, just bow to me. You see this land over a cliff. This is all be yours. How can you give me what's already God's? Get behind me, Satan. Tell me, is that not game? You had a beautiful woman show you game. See, look what this man said. Superman, yeah, that's the way out my wheelhouse. I'm more like Putty Man from Power Rangers, but even the putties had a purpose. Even the putties gave the Power Rangers the work of God. Come on now. You can't put yourself on a bottom. You can't put yourself on a low tier and then think you're gonna live high class. Because guess what? If you want to lose weight, you got to put in that work.
Right. Right. And you know what though, Charles? And I think sometimes our thinking, like okay, when we think a certain thing, it gives off a certain type of energy. And like, say if we thinking negative or bad, including myself, because I've got problems with this sometimes. We give off a certain negative energy, and sometimes that we attract that back on us. And like, say if I wake up like in the morning with a bad thought on my brain about some shit that happened in my past life, And next thing you know, I'm just upset the whole day and I'm feeling sick. Next thing you know, like I'm just like knocking shit over, and I'm feeling like shit because of my thinking and my thoughts, and releasing them energy and them pheromones, and it comes back on me, and also it's times where I may watch a inspirational video or somebody that I look up to, and next thing you know, by me watching that video and they're talking positive, I feel good the rest of the day. I feel like I'm alive. I feel like I'm blossoming. So because I mean the thoughts are very powerful things, man, and thoughts and energies go hand in hand together. You see what I'm saying?
See, here he goes. Losers make winners look good. A purpose is a purpose. That's true, brother. See, the problem is you got the saying wrong. Losers think about the winner. The winner thinks about winning. You need to change your mindset. You need to get your ass off of Fox 45 and look at something else. You need. Go ahead. She probably. I thought she was saying something. See, you gotta
No, I
realize.
didn't say anything.
You gotta realize something. You had a woman tell you that your thought process would be toxic to a woman. When you start thinking more positively, guess what? You're talking to a guy who's been down in the dirt. I was let go of my first police job and had to take a $20,000 pay cut, and I had to get another job being armed security transporting prisoners because I had a son on the way. I had a black motherfucking sergeant from the VA hospital tell me it wasn't meant for me to be a police officer. I could have been woe is me, wallowing in obsolescence, looking for pity. But that one phrase he said motivated my ass through the academy. And I had to wait 10 long months to get accepted. As soon as I got my blues, my gun, and my badge, I literally walked from 210 Guilford to the VA hospital, looked at one motherfucker in the eye, smiled to say, maybe you're right. Maybe it wasn't meant for me to be a police officer. And you know what happened to him? He got fired from his position.
Good for
Damn,
him. Good for him,
damn.
Uncle Chuck.
So
Karma, bro. Karma.
wait, go ahead, man. Go ahead. See, a lot of people want to talk about mentality. You know why we love Kobe? Because Shaq said it best at his memorial. Well, Kobe, there's no I in team, but it's a Yemi in that motherfucker. And see, what happens is when you go case to case in the black community of how black men think of themselves, very rarely you have women like a China White who says, brother, you are not. See, what you're scared of is what the old saying goes. You're not scared of being inadequate. You're scared of being powerful beyond belief, beyond comprehension. And that's what I'm telling the black man now. You are powerful beyond what you even know you are. How the fuck can you look at yourself as a goddamn loser in a country you built by hand and your fucking back? How the fuck can you be a loser when 85% of the inventions we use today came from black hands? Can somebody please tell me how the fuck can you be a loser when your DNA says winner all over it? I want the fellas to talk. I want the fellas and the lady in the chat talk on this one.
Can I say something real quick before the
Go
guys
ahead.
start speaking? Um, I think when it comes to a man and a man downing himself to the point that he feels like he's nothing, that's a man in a dark place. That's a man in a bad, bad, dark place. For you to even say those things out your mouth, because even if you was overweight or unattractive or wasn't getting the woman you want or doing the things you want to do, you'll never put yourself down because there's other people out there that want to see you fail. So you might as well just jump in the bucket and lose. You might as well just stop breathing. Do what they want you to do and just stop because you already believe for you to even say that out your mouth because your mouth forms a hand and it shakes. shapes your life. So for you to even type that, had the energy to put that through your fingers and type that through the computer, you might as well just stop breathing. Because why would you even say that about yourself? Even if it was a joke, I wouldn't even joke like that. I don't even play those type of games. So for me to see someone says that makes me think, to me as a woman, that this brother's in a dark place. I really believe that. And nobody can, even if it
Mm-hmm.
was a joke, because people don't joke like that. Those type of things are not games when it comes to your life, your future, your existence. Is this all of that is negative?
Yo, do you understand you shape your reality, my dude? Like, okay,
Yeah.
you can go from a situation of being in this in a place where, like she said, you in a dark area, you in a dark space. But if you aim your mindset towards what you want, not what you where you are and what you don't like. A lot of people, they pay attention to all the shit they don't fucking like. Stop paying attention to that shit. Be aware of it. Push that shit to the side and you pay attention to where you want to be, what you want to do, what you want, what you have that is a benefit to you. And you know what happens? You start seeing every step of the way that leads you to what you want. You start realizing everything that you needed is right there in front of you. You start seeing every bit of the things that you wanted in a person. If you want that, you know what? Nah, fuck that. If you want that bitch, the moment that you see yourself with that bitch, you got that bitch. I hate to say it that way. You can will another person into actually being around you the way you want them to. And it's not a joke. It's dead ass serious. A woman can sense that you are that confident in the situation that you really wanted her, and you know what? I ain't gonna bullshit you on the this will just like all of a sudden make every woman want you. Nah, but what will happen is this: you will lead yourself to actually get into the things that you want to do. You getting fit, you're gonna get fit. If you want her in particular, you're gonna fit every single thing that actually needs to be fit into place. If this is what you aiming for, if it's just a woman, which it shouldn't be that, but if it is that situation, you will find every fucking thumb screw possible to get what the fuck you want if you focus on the goal at hand.
Mhm.
Stop paying attention to the shit you don't like. Take note and then throw that shit to the side.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Next on the chat.
Yeah, man.
Excellent.
I mean, the issue that I'm seeing is that Ed is so lost in his darkness that he can't even see the vision that he's supposed to see internally in himself, and that's what has to be corrected. I mean, some of the stuff that he's saying kind of breaks my heart in a sense, because somebody who's really geared in who they are can't even imagine saying that stuff about themselves. So, like, the power is inside of him just like it is inside of everybody else. He's just got to go out there and figure out what he wants to do in order to manifest it. The other thing is he's got to listen to other people that want him to win. He can't take what we're saying and not really do anything with it. He's hurting himself by doing that. He's not hurting anybody else because we want him to win. That's why we're telling him to get on the panel. But it's his responsibility to meet us halfway. That's all.
Next. Yo, Aqua, give him some of that Baltimore love.
Already, Charles. Um, you know what, man? Coming from Baltimore, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is a real rough city growing up. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a strong willed person, especially going to Baltimore City, man. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes going up in a city like that will help mold you and make you strong and make you, confident and willpowered and just give you that drive. You dig what I'm saying? And all he has to do is just free his mind and take it one step at a time. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be fast, but it will be progress. And if you do that, and it's basically like a snowball effect. Start off small, you keep going, it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's basically all you got to do. And then and watch more inspirational channels and start watching a bunch of depressing stuff and get off social media. Stop being on social media too much because sometimes social media can fuck your head up too. You watching other people and seeing how they live and you compare yourself to them, what I'm saying? Especially if they're doing better than you, that's gonna make you feel bad about yourself. Because I've been through that. So that's why I stopped going on social media so much. Just focus on your thing. And stop focusing on women, as much too. Women always gonna be there. Just focus on yourself, put all everything that you want to do into yourself and put yourself first, and then everything will properly follow and will attract to you. When you're doing the right thing and be on the right track. You know, so that's basically it, man.
Yeah.
Woo.
So it's funny how he know about neurolinguistic programming, but he ain't using it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like
Mhm.
that's like that's like if God one day gave you or the creator, as I like to call. That's like if the creator gave you the abilities of Superman. You can fly basically to other planets. You can move a planet by hand. Your strength is basically incalculable. You're invulnerable
Mm.
to all conventional forms of harm, but you're mentally weak. What good are you? Don't give me
Yep.
that bullshit. See, I remember listening to Metal Gear Solid. I look at a lot of anime. I look at a lot of cartoons, and I analyze it.
Mhm.
And I remember Snake was telling Raiden. Raiden was this pity guy, especially that. What was it? Son. What was it? Guns of the Patriots. And it was.
Mhm.
He was telling him, "Oh, woe is me. Woe is me. My life sucks. It rained when I was born. I am the clouds. I'm so dark." You know what Snake told him? He was like,
What?
"Man, you weren't the clouds. You weren't the rain. You were the goddamn lightning. The
Yeah.
sky, the sky actually opened up. You were the lightning bolt itself. You gave light to a dark situation. Okay? For all you nerds, lightning goes at a third of the speed of light, by the way. For all you
Oh
nerd nerds.
wow.
You're that great. You're that powerful. One lightning bolt can actually power up a goddamn city. So
Mhm.
you can go and you can keep being in your forever woe is me state and bring
Yeah.
down people around you, especially yourself. Or you can start one day, get out your bed, look at the sun. Because yes, we are the people of the sun.
Hmm.
We do have an abundance mindset, but we don't place it in the right parameters. Excuse me. My dumb country. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna highlight you anymore. Because the first step for you to want to change, it's gotta start with we had five brothers and one sister on a panel, big upping you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
I'm
told you
not
he
gonna pity
comfortable
you.
there.
I'm not gonna pity you anymore. This ain't the pity party channel. This is the Charles L. Faulkner Jr. channel. We're not about just progress. We about them ends and the motherfucking dividends. We're about being greater before we're about being greater each and every podcast we do. Okay? I didn't do this just myself. I had the help of chaos. I had the help of the other men and women who come to my panels and support. And like I support other panels as well. We are symbiotic in our relationship. I cannot let another brother look at himself as a failure because that means I failed my goddamn self.
Wow.
See, see, I am an Aries. I am the god of war. And I need a few goddamn good soldiers. Okay? You can keep pitying yourself, but guess what, black man in America? You're going to have to be stronger than anybody else.
Yep.
Your woman is going to have to look at you as not only the sword and spear, but also the shield and the vest. You are the breastplate of America. Because anytime America was threatened, your black ass was the first person to defend it. Your black ass moved mountains and freed other people, even when we didn't have our own goddamn freedom. You talk about because my ancestors were great. Guess what? When motherfuckers said, let's make America great again, they weren't talking about the here and now, were they?
You know what? I gotta say this. I'm naturally that man behind the scenes. I'm naturally that Dick Cheney. So I gotta say this part. Uh Mr. President, Charles Faulkner,
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to pay attention to something else.
Oh, yes, we're going to do that. Because right now, we have the lovely China White, and we have the friends of the super soldier programming, because it's not only a serum, but it's also a lifestyle. Because what you're
Ooh,
going to do, we're
Yes,
not going to
sir.
speak directly to you, because this is an executive order made by the king and soon to be emperor of the kingdom of Falklandom. Because we're on expansion, and guess what? We don't leave no man behind. What we're gonna do is sit your ass back at the company barracks when we off going to war conquering.
you know what's kind of funny? I'm sorry. He said something that I thought. He said something that I thought. And this is the part about it. Every once in a while, you got to get rid of the cancerous cells. You got to destroy them. You got to take them from around the body so then the rest of the body can succeed within living, breathing, and procreating and going on. I'm not saying that you're a cancerous cell. The mindset that you continuously are showing us is that you want us to waddle within the negativity when we're trying to raise you into the light. And it's not that you're a bad person. There's nothing wrong with you at all. But what I won't do is allow my brethren and sistren to be poisoned over time trying to help you. I'm that person. Yes, we do have to kill. Well, no, let me rephrase that. We have to cull the chafe, or the chaff and the chafe in a way. We have to cut off the foam that we don't need coming from the beer. And it's not your fault, but we do need to make sure that we keep our numbers correct. So I'm not going to. I'm trying to be nice in this, but fuck it. We shouldn't pay no more attention to my dude
We're
until he
not going
raises
to.
up and runs with us and stays in the front of the line, or at least continues to run. He is not a part of it.
You could go into because I've been in basic training in Fort Benning. We had a dudes who
Me
were
too.
overweight, but guess what? You know what that motherfucker did? You know what was so inspiring is when this motherfucker was sweating, but he never stopped. You know what we did? We
Ran
didn't
around
leave
us in a
him.
circle and pushed his ass to the front of the line.
You goddamn right. You're gonna be the best of us, even in the academy. You know what happened? My man Bajorno, third third American to be born in this country from Italy. His family's from Italy. He was a baseball player. He got a little heavy. He was like, Falk, I need help. I'm not going to make the academy, man. I'm not going to graduate. I said, fuck this. Lunchtime, follow me. We got his 6'3", 280 ass, 280 pound. He was 310 at the time. We got him down to 280, then down to 260. And that motherfucker passed his final PT test and thanked me, shook my hand, and then hugged me. And his family hugged me. You know why? We don't leave motherfuckers behind. Because in the words of my dear wrestling coach, the outstanding Larry O'Neal Brown would say, I'm going to make you great even if it kills you. But what we're going to do is we're going to continue this beautiful conversation of Black excellence. And trust me, even my white brethren, like Chad, will agree. He was like, the one thing he said I respect about the Black community, he says, y'all had a whole country against you. a whole institution against you,
Yeah.
and you still produce greatness.
Yep.
And people say we don't think
End of the day.
positively. And people say we don't think positivity over this side of YouTube. Bullshit. Trust me. If I was a white guy right now, I would have 1,000 subscribers and I would have all kinds of donations. But guess what? I deal
Look,
with reality that's set before me, and we're gonna march till we get there. I help build
as,
other people's channels, just like people help build mine.
Yes,
We
sir.
don't leave
mhm.
soldiers behind. No man's left behind. Even if that motherfucker blows up, give me a dog tag, a shoe, a boot, a fucking hair follicle. We're gonna bring something back for his family to bury. Ooh,
I actually want to say something.
go
Um,
ahead.
I actually want to invite you on my panel. I don't do panels, and Charles, I'm gonna tell you, I have one of the biggest content creators that wants to do a live stream with me, and actually, I put that to the side, but I do want to bring you on, and I just want to do like a quick chop up. It's not
Oh,
going to be grand or anything, but I want to talk about um the submission of a woman and what, like, I want to talk about something like that, like from, because I hear when you speak about what a man like about women that submit, and I want to talk about that with you,
oh
and
yeah.
I'm willing
I'm,
to make plans to have you on my channel.
I'm gonna put my cell phone number for the fellas and the ladies in the back chat, which is probably the fastest way to get in contact with me. Chaos knows that. So here it is, because it's one of the best ways to get in contact with me. I do put my email up there, and sometimes my life is so fucking busy that is usually the fastest way to get in contact with me. There it is. That's the best
Yeah.
way. Just let me know. That's for all the fellas and the lady. Because a lot of times when we see this, we wonder why we have a breakdown in community. Because we have a breakdown in communication. Okay? You can't have community
Mm-hmm.
without communication. Anybody who's been in the service knows the reason why the United States has been the powerhouse military it's been for the last 100 years is not because of the technological advances. Because in World War II, Germany actually the Panzer tanks were better than our fucking tanks. They had the technology. We had to steal their scientists to hit the bomb. Okay, shit. Trust me. And these next few weeks and months, y'all gonna see some shit drop so hard. The last time shit dropped harder, Japan surrendered. Okay, I'm gonna give it. Like I'm gonna give shit to people raw. Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
and I'm gonna just tell people, like a lot of people out there. This is the reason why I form networks. That's why I'm glad Kevin Samuels have a thing called the mix. Oh, there ain't no good black woman out there. Bullshit. Look at the mix. There ain't no good black men out there. Bullshit. Look at the mix.
And
Yeah.
they
Look at this panel
jumping
right
in
now.
my DM.
Look at
Hey,
the
They
quick
panel.
jumping
question.
in
Hey,
my DM. So if they go ahead.
oh,
Oh, go ahead.
Lightbird, real quick. Do you live in Vegas?
Nah. I live in LA right now. I'm from New York though. I used to I used to live out in Towson for a minute. I was out in
Oh yeah.
Lock Raven.
Oh yeah. I hung around
Oh,
Towson.
okay. Look, your phone number says 702. That's why I asked.
Yeah.
And shit,
Okay.
you can tell he's from New York, man. I'm surprised he ain't say B yet. Like dead ass,
Nah,
man, dead ass.
a
Like my
lot of
man Josh, dead ass.
he said dead ass. Now, as of recent, since I've been out of the military, I've been claiming back my accent because before I was in the military, I used to get in trouble a lot because of my accent would actually make people afraid of me. So literally, I used to only speak in this manner so that I could make people feel comfortable. I didn't want to make sure I didn't want to say I was from New York, so I said I was from Baltimore because nobody had a problem with Baltimore.
Shit, everybody had a problem with Baltimore when I was in the service. They're like, damn nigga, you running from the cops?
Like, look,
That's the wrong thing
it
to
was the
tell
most
people.
beautiful thing in the world when I found out that all I had to do was say I was from Baltimore and I ain't got to get in a fight on my next daggone um 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 my next duty station. Psst,
Yeah, they were scared
too
you're going to
easy.
do a drive-by. Like, man, see, this is the part where you don't see. See, this is the part where you don't see on a lot of platforms where you have ladies and men cohabitate in an area and nobody's shitting on the females. Nobody's shitting on the males. We're just telling the truth. Hell, if you thought I was tough on females, you should have heard kind of white when she said the older you get, the dumber you get. I was like, Jesus Christ. I mean, she went into no. I mean, it was some Rambo First Blood shit on that motherfucker. I mean, she was carving up every. She was carving. I don't know who pissed her off, but she was carving asses out of that. Like shit. Like
Well, you know something, Charles? Like the women on this platform don't like me, and it's okay. It's fine.
That's okay.
Um,
that's cool.
because
That's
be-
okay.
yeah, because of what I talk about on my channel. I am really passionate about it. I kind of shared where everything stems from when it comes to um women, unruly women, women that don't respect their head, women that doesn't submit to their men, single women, older women that place their, I'm not gonna get vulgar, place their vagina on a pedestal. And I just dive in the mindset of the black woman, right? But I feel
Hmm.
like a lot of times when I hear certain panels with women and men, it disgusts me to the point that I'll do a live stream and I'm passionate about what I do. I'm very passionate. So, to my writings on my channel, to my live streams, the mindset of the black woman, I take it serious.
Oh yeah, and I believe we need more women like you to
Yeah.
prove. Look, I can be feminine. I can be beautiful. I can have my strength. But why do I have to be strong when I already have a strong man with me?
Exactly.
Exactly.
What?
And you know
What?
what? And you know what, China? Um, a woman's true power is in her femininity. You know what I'm saying?
Of
Like,
course.
Mhm.
when a woman is feminine, submissive, and just very womanly, that she can get more out of a man. She can get more out of me. You know what I'm saying? And also that's what turns us on, and that's what brings the most masculine out of us to want to give to you. You know what I'm saying? When women is like aggressive, masculine, that actually repels us away from women like that. You know what I'm saying? It
Exactly.
can't get much out of us. Yeah.
Nothing,
Exactly. And
nothing
what
to.
makes it?
mm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, no. Go. Oh, okay. If nothing towards you, China. This ain't towards you. Um, is she really that strong? Because here's the thing: are we comparing strength? If that's the case, that would never be the case. She can never compare to our strength. Is it a situation of being able to have forethought and see into the future and make something happen into the future? If that was the case, again, that does not compare. They don't do the same things that we do. We
Exactly.
map things out, we plan things out to execute certain things. They maintain the things that we've actually planned out, mapped out, and then made come brought into creation. Yes, we're creators. We're not women. We don't birth. We create.
Yes.
Exactly.
And when I talk about femininity, right? Because there's a lot of women that sell the idea of femininity. What is true femininity, right? Femininity is when a woman can embrace a man's masculinity. It's when she's in the presence of a man, her femininity complements his masculinity to a sense that she feels protected and he feels like he's protecting something valuable. That's true femininity. If she humble herself and be a woman, when she can embrace the man masculinity, her true essence as a woman to fold under her man and submit. And it doesn't have to be her man. It can be a general conversation like we're having right now. I do submit to what you guys are saying. I don't challenge. I'm not going to debate. I will sit back and be a lady. Even if I don't agree, my place is still being a woman because I know that when I'm surrounded by masculine men, I am protected. That's true femininity. When a woman can be a woman and a man can be a man, it's true masculinity. That's alpha. That's an alpha man and that's an alpha female. Because an alpha man is so close to his nature. He's masculine. He's a conqueror. He's a protector. He's a provider. He lead, he guide. A woman, she submits to her man. She's very feminine, she sits back, she's quiet, and she stays in her lane. She knows she's a woman, and therefore, in exchange for that submission, in exchange for her femininity, she is protected. She is being guided. She is being led. So when women talk about femininity, they always talk about dating. They're always talking about withholding sex from a man. They're always talking about rules. There is no rules. It's just a woman embracing who she truly is. And a lot of women can't reach their peak because they are broken. They never fix those wounds. They carry those wounds on their shoulders. And I always tell women, in order for you to embrace yourself, in order for you to conquer that hate, that hate you have for men and hate you have for other women is when you heal yourself. And a lot of women don't heal themselves. They unleash their anger on everyone in the show because she carried her scars.
Preach. Building on what you was
Deep.
just talking about. Building on what
Yeah.
you was just talking about. You know how much a woman appreciates that you are so masculine that other men are afraid to look at her? I don't know how many times, like just
Oh, that happens
walking
a lot.
into the what was that?
Oh, that happens a lot.
Yeah, yeah. But
Even
like
with
walking
female
into a room.
coworkers, even with female coworkers, men are like, and I had to correct them because I do work with some exquisitely beautiful women, and men be like saying, I said, first of all, her name is not Speedy, it's Officer. That's her first name. And whatever her last name, that's what you will refer to her. Oh, I'm sorry, Officer. I'm sorry. I meant no harm. I know you didn't mean any harm, but I'm here to correct you. But go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, that's all right. This your show. So um walking into places, and I'll give you a good example because like I got a few that are like directly connected to this situation. So I got a little shorty that, like, we was in San Francisco. She spoke in my ear as we were walking down the street one time, and she was like, this is funny, like all the men are literally taking quick looks and then looking away and then waiting for you to turn the other direction to look at me. I never got this with my other man. The reason why she felt comfortable enough to say that was because she felt as if nothing was wrong, she was safe, and everything was going to be all right. That's what women want you to be in their life when it comes down to showing your masculinity, being strong and protecting her. But that's I can't take all that, because I can't take that on all onto myself. My physique was given to me. The way I'm built is also a situation, most likely because of the military. And then the other aspect of it is, shit, I'm sexy and I'm chocolate. So so it's gonna be scary. These niggas are scared. Sorry, people are scared of that. But at the same time, throw all that other stuff to the side. To have that factor of security is what she appreciates the most. And you gotta aim to actually bring that aspect to it into your life. Period.
That's
I'm
true.
done.
That's true.
Exactly. Exactly. See, we're going to have channels like this and platforms like this. See, if we can live, we
Your
can
mic
joke.
is messed up.
Your, yeah, your
Your
mic
No,
mic is
messed up,
messed up.
Charles.
Nah, it's still messed up.
Yeah, it's still
All
messed up,
right.
bro.
While he's gone and stuff like that, I'll bring up another situation to keep this going there. Walking in the hotel in
Anytime the goddamn.
Vegas. Are you back yet?
Yep.
yeah, he's back.
Walk
He's back.
Anytime the host of the show is fucked up in the game, ain't that a bitch? Ain't a bitch
Look,
trouble. See, this is the
I,
point of having shows like this where people can actually hear this, people who need to hear it. And it shows. Well, black men and black women don't get to get along together. You're saying it now. You want to see what a feminine woman looks like? You're hearing it now. Hell, my last show,
Mm-hmm.
when Trinity was on here, people were giving me props. They were calling me, hit me up. They loved it. And shout out to Trinity, when I had to correct her about something, she actually listened. Like, look, it's not about, guess what? Yes, it's a men's platform. It's primarily that. But the females always have a space. See, I'm not afraid to say the females have a space. Just like the men have a space, the females have a place here too. Because we cannot go off a theory when when people got to see the action and the practice of it. You want to see masculinity and femininity together in practice? Come to this motherfucking show. Tell all your friends, tell
Mm-hmm.
your kids, tell your teenage boys and teenage girls. Because yes, we're gonna have some etiquette classes. Yes, we're gonna have some classes on what to do about physical fitness. Yes, we're gonna have classes on how to conduct yourself in a business environment. What to do when you go to an interview. Because guess what? Is this being regularly spoken about or taught in the black community? Hell no. It's the same thing about go to college, go to college, go to college. Nobody speaks on how to pay for college. See,
hmm.
everybody talks about the bad times, but nobody talks about solutions.
Right.
And we're solution based. Like when I was on Chaos Channel, we said 2020, regardless of Rona, regardless of what the fuck's going on, we're solution based. I'm gonna promote black businesses, up and coming businesses that people can order and get stuff from. Like even my coworker who I sit next to on a desk. He's making his own shirts. He makes his own beats.
Mm-hmm.
He sold me a cigar stand. And if you out at a restaurant and you're eating out and you don't want to put your cigar on the table, the stand is very nice. It looks elegant. It looks professional. We're gonna do this. Guess what? We're gonna. I wish that one day when we get bigger, we're gonna have a meet and greet where everybody's suited and booted. Hell, one day if it's warm, we'll probably rent out a place and say we're gonna do sundresses and linen. Come on, get your best on. See, you gotta want to be the change you want to see first and foremost. And people, as soon as I put that title up there, the people loved it. Shoot, I love this shit. We got to do this again tomorrow. We're gonna go with our last.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go with our last thoughts. We're gonna start with, because we're gentlemen. We're gonna go ladies first. So we're gonna go from Aqua, then Iori, Lightbearer, Chaos, then myself. Ready? Go. Still there, China?
Yeah, I'm here.
We just giving our last thoughts.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was writing something.
You keep on right there.
Yeah, I just came up with some ideas. I was just writing. Um, I appreciate everybody on the panel. I always love chatting with men, masculine men, without any feminine energy. I love it. I can feel the energy. I appreciate you, Charles. You know that that's why
Woo!
I come through and listen. Um, and real quick, I am the type of woman that love to listen. I like to absorb information, and I don't like to look at myself as being like a like very smart woman. I'm not. I like to ask my man questions. I like to ask men questions, women questions. I just like to learn, and I always put that out there. And I learn things by listening. So I appreciate coming here, listening to you guys chop it up. It's therapeutic. It's a nice podcast. And if you guys checked out my live streams, I am kind of raw, Because when I am talking to women, it's kind of different when you're talking to unruly women and when you're trying to like
Of course.
teach, when you're trying to help women, teach women, it's another way you have to be. It's kind of like when your mother is talking to you like that. So
Mm.
I do transform because I'm very passionate and I know the lies that women tell. I know the secrets of women and they look at it kind of like I'm breaking girl code, but I'm actually not. I'm helping them look in the mirror so they can heal their scars. So this is your girl China White. I appreciate all the men on the panel. Thank you.
And thank you, China. And if you look in the back chat, my number's up there. So whenever you want to do the stream, we can settle on a date and a time and just let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Aqua Dragon, give us some of that Baltimore love and send off. Club mix, please.
Already. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to say this to China, man. Well, to China, like vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the feminine energy that she brought, her conversations and the game that she gave and everything. And also, to the guy in the chat who battled himself is once again, man, just, free your mind, build some self confidence, focus on you and think positive. You know what I'm saying? It's all about thinking positivity and building each other up because we tear each other down too much. We've been doing it too much, especially in our community, man. It's time to stop that and start building ourselves up to the people that we're supposed to be and be better people and accomplish better things in life. So that's my closing statement.
Woo!
Yeah, man. All I'm gonna say for people in the chat, or whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you need to do in order to feel inspired, like all the stuff is here, man. Whatever you want to do, whatever kind of stuff you want to put in your utility belt, anything is possible because we live in a worldwide world now. If you want to go somewhere and live a different life because you think that somehow going somewhere else might put you in a better space, maybe there's certain things that you want to do in certain places. Everything's able to be done as long as you put the time in and basically be 100% 100% focused on what needs to happen. Controlled chaos, right? Like I was reading something about Michael Jordan, and Tim Grover said that the thing that uh, was different about Michael Jordan compared to everybody else is that when Michael Jordan went on the court, everything else went off. And everything was built off of controlled chaos and getting the objective taken care of. So as long as you know what your objective is, there's 100 different ways to get it done. It's just up to you as to what path you want to take to get the objective done at the given time. And it can all be possible. It's all in your hands now. That's it.
And just to let you know, Trinity, she was talking about women in YouTube, not on the chat, not on the panel, because when she goes in raw, she burns a lot of tail feathers of some of these birds out here because a lot of women don't like her from what she says because she gives it raw and uncut. Now to that light bearer, to that morning star, go.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. How y'all doing? First off, for some reason, I feel like I'm in this Baltimore club type mindset. I keep hearing Miss Tony in the back of my mind for some reason.
How you want
But
to cut? What's up? What's up?
so yeah. So the most important motherfucking thing for every single person on this earth is to exercise the strongest muscle that they have. If you don't know how to manipulate your own mind, you's weak. And you should be called. Every single weak cell falls from the body. If it's dead, it's gone. I'm not saying this as a harbinger of bad news, but I will say it in a way that you need to make sure that you put your mindset towards survival Every day we're surviving on this earth. There is something trying to kill you every single day. And you have to have a sound mind and body to make sure that you survive every single waking moment. So get at it. That's my end.
Chaos.
And here for me, this is the only advice you're gonna get, ladies, is from a male's perspective. Actual males. I'm not saying those celebrities that y'all watch that you get asked to on television or on digital space, telling what you like to be heard or comfort tones or voices. But at the end of the day, are you seeing the results? Everybody knows if you're signed up to a plan to lose weight and you invest, let's say, over $100 a month with this particular trainer or the person you're watching, and you still have not lost the substantial weight that you're looking for or target goal, the next best thing you do is you fire them and you'll find another. And it applies to everything that's trying to give you a sense of message that's supposed to be for your betterment. If you're not seeing the tangible results in your life, and I'm not talking about this godly garbage, but real results, especially if you're seeking men or mates, then I advise you stop listening to certain channels. For the last month or two, I noticed a lot of feminine channels been popping up and giving certain advice to women to what they want to hear. But at the end of the day, if you're not a sociable woman, all those little advice these women giving, either they show their face on YouTube or not, it's not going to help your life. You're going to get older and time's against you. So my advice, listen to men that's going to tell you what it is. And, that's it for now.
Last but not least, the Faulkner man is here. The Faulkner man cometh. See, we're about positivity and we're about the truth. Regardless of how much we don't like it, no matter how ugly it gets, these truths will be fucking self-evident. Thank you, everybody on the panel. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We will always strive to do our best. Remember, it's not that we are inadequate, it's that we are powerful beyond belief. And just because on Facebook, I have two groups. I have the Fitness Society on Facebook, and I have the MMA Society also on Facebook. If you love combat sports, boxing, wrestling, whatever, MMA, Sambo, Capoeira, kickboxing, please join those groups. If you're into fitness, join the fitness group. Just for my YouTube subscribers, because I feel so inspired by you all and Kevin Samuels, I'm going to start a group just for my Facebook brethren and sisters. I have yet to think of the title, but I'm gonna start working on that shit tonight and tomorrow. And if you are, that is my YouTube, that is my Facebook. So give me a message if you want to be a part of my group that I'm gonna start up. And starting today in the next few days, please message me in Facebook Messenger with Charles L. Faulkner Jr. The same picture you see right now, that's the picture on my Facebook currently. So that's how you know you're getting the real deal, Evander Holyfield. Once again, we cannot use excuses to hide our failures. We have to be bold as a lion and take one foot in front of the other each and every day. Become better than what the last person said. And now, on that note, all together now, we're going to say this words. Woo!
Woo!
Now cue my damn music.